what are your thoughts on automated trading bots?
Now that one goes to the people who don't want to put in the work. You don't want stress, but then you want the money.
Yeah.
But one thing I can tell you is the crypto world has what we call fear, greed, and neutral.
Yeah. Have you ever suffered a loss?
Absolutely.
How do you handle the losses?
Discipline. When you come into this industry, you're supposed to be prepared for losses.
Yeah.
Because like I've told you,
here we are once again. We are back. This is Forex Flex, and special mention goes out to Dim the Lights. Thank you for the location. You can always check them out along Nadia Namgongo Road. Of course, today we're still talking about cryptocurrency trading.
Yep.
And Osman is here to break it down for us as we get to understand how it works. We had some feedback last week, but I've also noticed that this is a new territory for most people. There is little information that people know, especially about crypto. And I guess it's the same thing with forex trading. Though for forex trading, it appears that Forex Moves has done quite a good job in shining a light on it as we continue to get to understand how these things work.
Definitely.
So it's good to see you, that you're here once again to share the news.
thank you, bro.
I would want you to explain to us the best practices of storing cryptocurrencies.
Number one, you need to understand that you're supposed to have a very good password, something that cannot easily be forged.
Yeah.
That is the first thing you're looking at. Number two, in most cases, we want to store our crypto in hardwares. You're supposed to play it very smart. So now you have a software,
A hardware,
you have a hardware,
you have your passwords.
your password,
Yeah.
and then you add on a 2FA, which is a two authentication
Yeah.
process with a Google.
Yeah.
Like someone can have the password, but now remember, if they get the password, Google now sends you an email
Yeah.
of a code you're supposed to put in so that the password can be verified.
Yeah.
So there's quite some things we do so that we can secure our crypto coins. Remember, the more you secure, the better you can make money in this industry.
I came across something called a hardware wallet. How are these hardware wallets used?
Now, hardware wallets, I think I mentioned it previously.
Yeah.
There are ways how we store our cryptocurrency.
Okay.
There are ways how we store our money. It can be stored in multiple ways, but hardware is actually the safest. Because for hardware, you're putting it on maybe a flash disk, you're putting your passwords there.
Yes.
Software has been manipulated sometimes. People can easily cyber attack you.
Yeah.
And then if you have a hardware, like we've talked about the first question.
Yeah.
I have a software. Now if someone passes a software, then a hardware, it is hard. Because it is me with a flash disk. I'm actually moving with my passwords.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit hard for someone to access it. And one of the best hardwares is a ledger private key. A ledger private key provides two opportunities. You have a public one and then a private one.
Yeah.
Public one is where you can give access to anyone to send you crypto.
Yeah.
But then a private one, it is only you who have access to it. That means if someone sends you on a public, it goes straight to the private. So if someone can easily access a public, then they cannot take your money because you do have also a private key.
How do you then choose a reliable crypto exchange?
I think it's almost the same in Forex. It has to be regulated, it has to be licensed.
Which is now hard to regulate with these guys.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Actually, most countries
Yeah.
are putting taxes and laws on these crypto exchanges. Because if you realize, the most used one is Binance.
Yeah.
But many times it has been put into laws because of theft of money and all that.
Yeah.
Actually, you can realize that in China, it was banned. Cryptocurrency is banned in China, specifically because of Binance. There's a time many people lost a lot of money and then they had to, ban it. So it's always better to trust one that is licensed, regulated, and at the same time, we look at transactions. Let it be very fast in moving your money and getting out the money.
What's been your experience with the margin trading?
Margin trading is a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Like for margin trading, you're either in or you're not.
Yeah.
So that means margin trading is for those ones, we normally say gamblers. I either make big money or I lose everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and how do you handle the losses? Because, if you're talking about losing everything, losses hit differently.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that brings us back to discipline. When you come into this industry, you're supposed to be prepared for losses.
Yeah.
Because like I've told you, there's uncertainties in this industry. Anything can happen. We know meme coins. Meme coins are pump and dump.
Yeah.
You never know when the big boy is going to dump the coin.
Yeah.
So you just have to be prepared for anything. We actually say every time you see a big move and you make some money, withdraw the money than keeping it there for some good time. So losses, you just have to be prepared for them.
Are there time zones you're supposed to follow when you are doing this trading, especially in crypto? And of course, what has your experience been with the day and night trading, especially with crypto?
If you're day trading crypto, that means you're not holding a coin. You're actually trading it against a currency. For example, BTC against a dollar, BTC against euro. That is day trading. You want to capture small moves in the market.
Okay.
So if you understand how to read the market trends and what affects or influences the movements in those currencies, then it's very easy for you to make money day trading.
What are your thoughts on automated trading bots?
Now that one goes to the people who don't want to put in the work.
Yeah.
You know, remember, it happens everywhere.
You don't want stress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't want stress, but then you want the money.
Yeah.
But one thing I can tell you is the financial markets, remember, it is not controlled by anything.
Yeah.
Someone can wake up in the morning, it tweets about something, and then the coin loses value.
Yeah.
So if you're using a robot, robots are not aware of such things.
Yeah.
So that means it's very easy still for you to lose everything.
Yeah.
They are doing everything for you, they are trading for you, but uncertainty is once they come in,
Yeah.
then you're at a very big risk because a robot is not aware of any news event happening.
Interesting. I've had something called stable coins, and I would want to indulge you. What's your opinion on something, the stable coins?
I think that stable coins, basically Bitcoin is the most stable coin.
Yeah.
It's the mother of other crypto coins.
Yeah.
And if you're investing, I think it would actually make more sense if you're investing in a stable coin.
In a stable coin.
Absolutely. It is trusted. Many people are investing in it.
Yeah.
Maybe even Ethereum can be trusted because it's the next big thing. Ethereum, XRP, those are the stable ones.
Yeah.
But now meme coins, meme coins, you can be trapped. Yeah, you can.
Now, but people actually do purchase goods using these coins. Say, want to purchase something, online or whenever. There are stores that accept these coins, right?
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. What are your thoughts on the regulatory environment for cryptocurrencies, and how do you stay compliant with tax regulations for those where there is, where there are tax systems, I don't know whether in some countries they are not regulated.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Now in a lot of countries, crypto is not yet regulated.
Yeah.
It is actually regulated in, I think, only big countries. For example, USA, maybe UK also. They are trying to put laws on cryptocurrency, but I think it would be good for us because remember, you're investing in something that is not regulated. So even if you lose your money, there's nowhere to go. Yeah. But now when it is regulated, it's so easy for you to follow up even after losing your money. It will be good for the cryptocurrency world.
Nice. Have you ever suffered a loss in cryptos whereby, of course, you've been able to make money, but you fail to get those coins?
Absolutely. Now that is where the exchange come in.
Yeah.
Which website are you using for exchanging your money? Sometimes we pump into these guys who just come out of the blue. Like, you invest with them, and then out of the blue, the website is gone. Yeah. You cannot have access to the money. Wow. So that is why we normally say, before you invest, choose a very good exchange that you're going to use. Yeah. Otherwise, you might be trapped. And then at the same time, even with a good exchange, crypto, we do lose money sometimes. But at the end of the day, we normally focus on the returns that come with crypto. Remember, it moves with three things. The crypto world has what we call fear, greed, and neutral. Personally, you're going to realize I've seen a lot of people coming in at a greed stage. Now, for example, Calvin invests in a coin, and out of the blue, he tells me, yo, I put $100, I'm in 6,000. So that means it has gained a lot of value. So as Osman, I come and jump onto the ride, but then I'm jumping in when maybe they are going out to sell, and I end up getting caught on the wrong side. Stop loss orders. How do you get to handle those ones? Now, every time you're going to place a trade, of course, like I've told you in the beginning, risk or invest only what you're willing to lose.
Yeah.
So that means sometimes we don't want to lose all our money. If I have $100, the stop loss order is going to help me protect some of my money in case I'm wrong in my investment.
Okay.
So if I have $100, I can be like, I'm only comfortable losing 30. So I'll set a stop loss order, and then when market reaches that area, they'll just close the trade automatically, and I only lose $30 than losing everything. It's very, very important. It protects your money.
Nice. Are you having any plans of rolling out more series in regards to cryptocurrency trading?
Absolutely. We are moving step by step, and you're actually going to show people everything online, because once you come into the financial market, it's not even going to stop on crypto. You're going to show them how to invest in stocks, how to do volatility trading, how to trade metals, everything. Though we want to take it step by step. For forex, I think we've created the biggest community.
I've seen some of the live trading sessions that V-Dollar always conducts, on online, and you guys, and I think it's the right step in the right direction.
Definitely.
All right, so as we wrap up, any final remarks?
The most important thing is learn these things before you invest in them. And make sure, remember, information is everywhere, but knowledge is scarce because of the value attached to it. You can read a book, How to Become Rich, but then you don't get rich. But when you talk to someone who is rich, you can actually become rich. So if you want to learn forex, understand that financial markets.
Don't invest blindly.
Absolutely. Come to Forex Bulls and we show you. It's easy once you learn the right way.
Nice. Thank you so much for sharing, Osman. Hope we can have more of these some other time. But that is it for as cryptocurrency trading is concerned. We do appreciate feedback. In case there is any questions, you can always send them through for those online on our social media platforms. We'll see you next time. Kwaheri. Peace out.